Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kamala Harris's teleprompter seemingly went out and it became lights out for her. Kamala's teleprompter goes out and she completely melts, starts laughing uncontrollably and rambling for 40 seconds. And I think she reminded us a few times that the election is only 32 days now because it's the next day. It's only 31 days away. But basically, she keeps repeating the election's only 32 days away because she's waiting for the teleprompter to unfreeze. And it just makes for a hilarious moment. So let's take a look at this.
Remember his number? 32. Today we got 32 days until the election.
She seems drunk again.
So 32 days.
32 days.
32 days.
32.
Okay, we got some business to do. All right.
Here comes the stall.
32 days.
32 again.
And we know we will do it.
She's not even good at stalling. We know we will do it. That's what she could come up after saying 32 days four straight times trying to stall. What she comes up with is we will do it.
And this is going to be a very tight race until the very end.
And then she defaults back to factory settings. This is going to be a tight race. You got to get out and vote, things like that. But it is just remarkable to.
Today we got 32 days until the election. So 32 days. 32 days. Okay, we got some business to do. All right. 32 days.
4 times.
And we
in
know
25 seconds. 4 times in 25 seconds. She goes back to that. 47. Come on. 47 people showed up to Kamala Harris event in Flint, Michigan today. The capacity was 6,500. Yeah, but this was her event? No, I mean, there were more people there. But if this is really where her events are, it's just so there's no seats. There's 500 seats here. But they have to have these rallies at these smaller arenas. That's what they've been doing because it's very hard for her to fill anything bigger than that. So that is just, it is what it is. RNC chairman talking about the internals for Trump. And apparently they've got Trump winning Arizona outside the margin of error, meaning he's up by more than 3 to 3.5 points in Arizona. That's Trump's internal numbers, meaning that, those are normally more accurate than what gets released to the public. Trump potentially leading in Pennsylvania, Georgia, Nevada, and North Carolina, and basically saying that Michigan, Wisconsin, and Minnesota, so possibly Minnesota, even more so than Virginia, are potentially ties. So obviously those would be great internal numbers if they are actually true, basically saying at this point, Arizona is becoming almost a lock for Trump. And also Trump we don't know how big the lead is. Obviously, we need context. Is it 2 points? Is it 3 points? Is it 0.5? Possibly leading in Nevada, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania. And then these 3 states being toss-ups would be amazing for Trump. Because, you're already at 287 at that point. But even making Minnesota a toss-up would be pretty remarkable. This was FEMA training director says they are concerned about faith-based shelters misgendering migrant trans women. And so this has been going on with these liberals. First it was Kamala Harris coming out and saying that she wanted to give free healthcare to trans inmates or trans prisoners. And now you've got the whole situation with FEMA. Liberals are pushing back against it. They're saying, oh no, Donald Trump did the exact same thing. He allocated money. He took money from the emergency relief and put it towards the migrant housing. Well, yeah, they had 3 times more. It's $600 million that they allocated towards the migrants. With Trump, it was only $200 million. And so, but I don't understand why liberals don't just embrace their love for illegal immigrants. It's this weird relation. It's the same thing with illegal voting and people voting in elections that shouldn't be voting. it's like they say that, oh, illegals never vote in elections, but then they do everything in their power to prevent laws that would make it harder for illegals to vote in elections to get passed. But then they say it's never happening. Why don't you just embrace that you want it to happen? Just embrace your love for illegals. Why do you do this? Just embrace your hatred for America. It's like now they're all, the patriotism. We saw all the flags at the DNC. It's all total crap. They called the flag racist. But it's just like, why don't you just embrace and love yourself? But they have to do this because the people that they need, their party right now does not even come close to placating to them because they don't like the country. So they have to do all this fake bullshit. Oh, we really don't like illegal immigrants. They're not voting in elections. Well, wouldn't you want them to vote in elections because they'd vote liberal? They do want them to vote in elections. That's why they make it so hard to pass legislation to make it harder for them to vote, like the SAVE Act, which they've blocked. Because that, obviously that would make it harder for them to vote. And so I also wanted to talk about just the leadership that Donald Trump has shown during this hurricane. Trump says he found out communications were wiped out in North Carolina and called Elon about getting Starlink delivered, and units were shipped out before the call was over. I just think that's so badass, Trump's not even the president at this point, and they were to do something like that, and just how powerful Trump and Elon are, and just, Elon's like a real life superhero, seriously. But now Elon and Trump, they're going to be at the rally in Butler. It's going to be crazy. I'll be live streaming it. I did want to go, but it just logistically, it didn't work out, and I would have had to have left at like 4 a.m. I'm not even kidding you, the amount of people there. But I do want to go to a Trump rally in the future. Hopefully he'll have another one, maybe in Pennsylvania soon. But when it comes to this, Trump calling Elon, and on the phone, Elon getting the Starlink delivered, and just like Elon becoming a Republican, and just these two heavyweights, Trump not even in the White House, just mogging Kamala and the Biden administration. And it's just amazing. And I did see that Buttigieg now is working with Elon Musk. It's hard. It's got to be very hard for liberals because originally, liberals, they loved Elon. Then they kind of liked him as he got maybe a little bit more to the middle. But now it's like, it's got to be very hard for them because he's this amazing innovator and he helps so many people with what he's created and what his companies have done. And, it's like they can't like him because he's a Republican and he's saying to vote for Trump, but it's like he's done so much. It's almost like you can't deny him. So now Buttigieg is like working with Elon Musk to help the hurricane relief. I saw that as well, which is obviously good. But it's just kind of funny how they're kind of just stuck. He's such this massive figure in the United States, and he is now definitely more of a conservative. So, and it's interesting because I believe he did vote for Biden in 2020. So it's been a major shift for Elon. And people say, oh, it's all the taxes with the rich people. Well, no, I saw something last night. I don't know if this is true, but somebody in my chat said that Kamala Harris spent $5 million more per day than Donald Trump did in September. And dumbass liberals want us to believe that's all grassroots $20 donations from feminist cat ladies. Oh my God, they're going to cancel me just like they did JD Vance. No, I think JD Vance is back. I think JD Vance is, I think he's doing all right. He's probably the favorite to be the president in 2028. I don't think, they tried making him out to be like a racist or whatever. And then we saw, that debate with JD Vance. JD Vance, Elon, but that debate was just so sweet because it was like, it dispelled all of the bullshit narratives with Republicans and stuff. And just the way JD Vance spoke against walls, and it was like another weight class. It was just so amazing to see that debate. And they still tried claiming that walls, but it doesn't matter though. Everyone could see what happened there. But either way, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Make sure you follow me on X. Link to that's always in the description.